Hello and what's up, GSC Pokemon Challenges fam? This is Teo coming at you with the second installment in the Falkner Minimum Battle series, and this one is going to be kind of interesting, I think. Just to recap, last time we tried a total of, 19 Pokemon? 18 Pokemon, sorry, I lied, 18 Pokemon against Falkner. On Minimum Battles, we were trying to see how many Pokemon could beat Falkner without taking any optional fights, not fighting any wild Pokemon, not using items in battle, though we did use held berries. And on those settings, funny enough, the majority of Pokemon got through. The entire Charmander line beat him, the entire Squirtle line beat him, Meganium beat him, Typhlosion beat him, and the entire Totodile line, can I even speak today? The entire Totodile line beat Falkner. Now the Totodile line I think makes sense, like everybody who watched J-Rose's Minimum Battles run in Gen 2, he was doing it I think in Gold version, so it's just a little bit different, but in this section it should be exactly the same, and Totodile was the play, but it is interesting to see that Typhlosion and Meganium are both good enough to get through, as well as the Fire and Water starters of Kanto, all the way down to their base forms, get through this. Of course, the Pokemon that failed were the Bulbasaur line in its entirety. Even Venusaur could not get through this. It was impossible to get through the first Bird Keeper with his Spearow. Then, of course, Chikorita and Bayleaf, and Cyndaquil and Quilava failed. Now, Quilava could eventually get through. I can say that definitively, but it would require stupid amounts of luck. Basically, accuracy compared to Gen 1, where I play most of my runs, accuracy strats are nerfed in Gen 2. Rather than taking your opponent down to, for example, 66% accuracy with a single smokescreen, which would be the case in Gen 1, in Gen 2 they go down to 70, or I think 75 if I recall correctly. And then it goes down from there to like 60 and 50 and 40. But it bottoms out at 33% accuracy, whereas in Gen 1, you would bottom your opponent out at 25% accuracy. So accuracy strats are basically 50% weaker in Gen 2. And that's the reason why Quilava, in spite of the fact that it's sitting there spamming all those smokescreens, just doesn't get through Falkner. So today we have the second lot of challengers, and we are going to be looking at the early game bugs of both Kanto and Johto, as well as the early game normal and flying types, the ones that you could catch like on the first route. So we're going to be looking at the Caterpie line, the Weedle line, of course the Pidgey line and the Rattata line from Kanto, and we're going to be looking at the Sentret line, the Hoothoot line, the Ledyba line, and the Spinarak line from Gen 2. We're going to be setting these up kind of as a versus, so we're going to be comparing Butterfree directly to Ledian, since they seem like the most comparable. We're going to be comparing Ariados to Beedrill. We're going to be comparing Noctowl to Pidgeot, and we're going to be comparing Furret to Raticate. So we're going to be kind of going out of order, but that's fine. We're just going to see how many of these Pokemon manage to get through. And we're always going to start with the fully evolved Pokemon. I'm just going to flash the rules up on the screen once again. So minimum battles, no optional battles. Against trainers, no wild Pokemon. We basically do no grinding. And as far as the rules, we start with our level 5 movesets. We won't use vitamins except rare candies. It's not really relevant here, but just to keep in mind for later. No items in battle. Held items are okay. Other Pokemon are going to be for HMs only. That will be as we progress through the game. Once we beat Falkner with every Pokemon that can, all those Pokemon are going to get to move on to. I'm going to go ahead and start a brand new game here. And here we've just got to get through tons of dialogue at the beginning. Look, there's a Butterfree at the beginning. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay. As usual, my name is Teo from GSC Pokemon Challenges. And we're gonna just go ahead and get into this game. So, Butterfree is going to be very interesting. Butterfree does get through Brock on minimum battles in Gen 1. Basically, it comes down to the fact that it can confuse the Geodude, so even at level 6, even at a terribly low level, it can find a way through that fight. But I'm not sure that it's gonna have any shot here in Gen 2. because we're gonna be up against a flying type gym leader. That's probably not very good. So I've put Butterfree in the place of Chikorita so that we will have the fire starter against us, Cyndaquil, in the event that we do progress in the game. And we're starting the game with only Confusion, which is the same as in Gen 1. Now that could be good for us, because it could mean that we end up outspeeding and being able to confuse our opponents. Now, we start the game without great stats, 9 attack, 10 defense, 13 special attack, 13 special defense, and 12 speed. We're gonna have to see exactly how high that speed stat gets as we progress. If we don't have a high enough speed stat when we get to the Spearow, I guarantee we just lose, because we're just gonna get pecked to death. And yeah, but I do think confusion strats could get us through here. We'll just have to see. So we're going in, we have the berries. Let's see if a berry is even enough, if we can even survive like a hit here. So we have 25 HP, which is like 5 less than we had when we were here with Meganium and Venusaur. We have 15 speed, so we're not going to outspeed the first Spearow. Yeah, this is going to be rough, guys. So here, I'm going to go ahead and save the game, and let's just get into this first fight and see if this is going to be possible or not against this Spearow. So here, I'm going for Confusion. He pecks me down to 9 HP, and I think we need him to get confused and hit himself in confusion at least maybe twice to have a shot here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We finally get it confused. He's confused. He hits himself. Okay, he's no longer confused, but we only needed 1 hit in confusion to get through. So Butterfree can get through that fight. It's terrible. You should probably just go level up, honestly, but we'll take it. And this Falkner fight may come down to confusion luck, because I don't think we're going to outspeed anything. So here we've got 30 HP. We've got 19 speed. I don't know, 19 speed might be enough to outspeed. We'll have to see. But 20 special attack and 20 special defense. Our defense stat at 15 is not great. And of course our attack stat's irrelevant because we're not using any physical attacks here. So let's just see if Falkner is possible for Butterfree or not. It's probably terrible. I will say that much. It's probably terrible to get through this. But this is all about possibility, not about whether it's good or not. Okay, so we get through the Pidgey. And here, yeah, Pidgeotto outspeeds us. But we do confuse it. And oh, we're in a speed tie. He hits himself in confusion. Oh, and he snaps out of confusion there. We were very close to getting through on that attempt. And we took a critical hit from the first Pidgey, meaning we had a little bit less health even. Okay. But yeah, I do think this is one that's actually worth grinding out, because it's so close, guys. So terribly close. Okay, there we confused Pidgeotto. It hit itself in confusion. It hits us with Gust. Hits itself in confusion, and there we go. Butterfree gets through Falkner just barely. We were like on 1 HP, we level up and get to 4 HP. But Falkner is defeated by Butterfree. So we get that badge. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice, I will say. And I gotta learn which Pokemon learn what here, so... I was gonna say, this one doesn't learn Mud Slap, does it? No, of course not. That would be stupid. So here, Butterfree. It's terrible, but we get through. 4 HP remaining. We have 32 total HP after we get through that. And 20 speed, 22 defense, 22 special attack, special defense, sorry. 17 defense and 16 attack. So clearly one more level does have you outspeeding the Pidgeotto, and you would be just fine to then get through that. But okay, we have our first Pokemon through. Now, I think we can just skip past the the Caterpie and Metapod in this. I think they're pretty obviously not going to work here. So Butterfree, however, is put into the group for today. Butterfree is now a member of the past team. So let's move on to Ledian, who is, of course, Butterfree's counterpart in this little challenge that I'm doing. And let's see how Ledian goes. But this is one, yet again, where it might not be completely impossible. It's just incredibly unlikely. So here we will give the berry to Ledian. Let's save the game right here. And now let's just check our stats very quickly. So we've got 24 HP, so not great. We've got 12 defense, we've got 17 speed, so we're not outspeeding the Spearow here. Yeah. We're kind of in the same boat of not being that good. But let's see. Maybe we get surprised. So here we get pecked down to 7 HP. So it did 17 damage to us turn 1. We did confuse it, but then it knocks us out on turn 2. So we can literally only take one. We only have one shot here to confuse him. And then we need like really good confusion luck. Okay, this time we get a survive on 1 HP. So there is a range where we can end up surviving. But like almost all the damage here has to be from him hitting himself in confusion, which is also pretty bad. You know, we get the 1 turn confusion and 2 turn confusion a lot, it seems, but 3 turn and 4 turn confusions do exist. I'm not just making that up. So there, we just need him to get one of those and to hit himself. Okay. We survive, and there we go. We finally get through with Ledian. Oh god, that took 14 minutes of real time to get through that. Oh god. So here I'm gonna slap on some potions. I'm going to give a berry, and I'm going to give Ledian his berry. And let's check the stats. We've got 29 HP. We've got 21 speed, so we will outspeed on the Pidgeotto rather. We've got 15 defense, 25 special defense, though that doesn't really matter here. And we've only got a paltry 13 attack. Our attack stat is just garbage in this one. Okay, well, let's just see. Falkner, how you doing, buddy? So here we go. It is time to try to confuse this Pidgey. Please hit yourself, yes. And just, you know, keep doing that whole thing. Like ideally, you hit yourself again. He does not, so we have to use our berry right there. Okay, now we're 2 Pidgeotto, but we even level up to level 9. And he knocks us out in 2 hits with Gust. So, yeah, we need better confusion luck here, for one. Okay. Okay, hits himself in confusion 3 times. Okay, so we get through on full health with a berry to the Pidgeotto. We confuse it turn 1. It hits itself in confusion. Okay. We take the hit there. We berry up. We get a critical hit there. And now he snaps out of confusion and we're dead. That was like the best luck that we've gotten there. To get to Pidgeotto on full health with the berry, and it still just didn't work out. He hit himself once in confusion for us, but that was it. Here, the Pidgey is just refusing to hit itself completely. There, it finally hits itself in confusion, so we can knock it out, but we used the berry, so that's not good. Okay. Okay, Pidgeotto does hit itself in confusion turn 1. Snaps out of confusion turn 2. We have to confuse it again. Okay, hits itself in confusion there. We get a crit. He hits himself. Oh, there we go. Ledian finally gets through, but that took like 30 minutes of real time in this gym in order to get through there. So Ledian gets through, but it's really, really close. Really, really, really close. And yeah, we get to level 10 at the end. We've got 34 HP, 15 attack, 18 defense, 19 special attack, 30 special defense, though that's just completely irrelevant for like the first 4 gyms at least. And 25 speed. So yeah, Ledian has technically beaten Falkner, but it was terrible, terrible, terrible going to get there. And on 0 DVs, I'm almost certain this doesn't happen. So here, if we go back and we look at our setup here, you know, Ledian joins the winner's circle, but I just don't think Ledyba has any shot whatsoever here on minimum battles. So we're going to skip Ledyba and Metapod, because Metapod Caterpie we already know, right? There's just no way. So we're going to jump ahead to Beedrill. So here, like I said, we come into this 25 HP, we have 16 attack, 16 attack, 11 defense, so we're not going to take a lot of punishment here. 12 special attack, 16 special defense, and 15 speed. And it's a question if we can even survive 2 hits from the Spearow here. We're giving a berry, but let's just see how this is. Let's see what the damage ranges from him look like on us. Given as we do not outspeed, and here, like, we get knocked out there. Maybe that was just a really bad range. Maybe there's a chance that we can get, you know, two hits on him. But no, he did 18 damage there, which means that just knocks us out. And he's got, you know, we've got lower defense. We've only got 11 defense here, so yeah, now he's doing 6 damage. Or, sorry, 19 damage. So I think we can pretty safely eliminate Beedrill from this challenge, because Beedrill, unfortunately, just doesn't have enough HP or enough attack, and it doesn't outspeed, so it just doesn't get through this fight. You know, I'm sure if you sat here and you grinded levels for a while, you'd eventually be able to get through this one. But that's a 3-hitter right there, and we just never even get close. No way. So I think Beedrill has to be eliminated. It just doesn't have the tools to get through. And of course that means that Kakuna and Weedle are also eliminated from this challenge, which I don't think surprises anybody. But now we gotta check Ariados. And Ariados admittedly is a bit of an adventure for me because I've never played with this Pokemon before. I do know that it's on Koga's team. Here I'm going to save the game. I'm going to go ahead and just give a berry to Ariados. Here, let's save the game again. And let's fight this first guy here, this first bird keeper. So he does like exactly half of our health here. I don't know, maybe if we crit him. Here, let's give him a scary face so that we can outspeed turn 2. Now he pecks us. Now we use the berry, but I'm pretty sure we're just in range to be knocked out there. Yeah. So I think we're at best getting 2, maybe 3 hits there. It's not going to do enough. Ariados, we can just completely eliminate from this challenge. just doesn't have the attacks, really. The moves are the issue. The Constrict's only 10 base power. That's way weaker than the Poison Sting, so we never use it. String Shot and Scary Face are just to drop speed. Yeah. So, Ariados is out. So, out of those Pokemon, we didn't add any more to our pass list. Only Butterfree and Ledian have gotten through. Basically, we know Caterpie, Metapod, the Weedle line, and this Spinarak line have just been completely eliminated, as is Ledyba, because it's just not going to get through. So, yeah. I think it's time to move on to the birds. Time for a Pidgeot. Let's see how Pidgeot does. I think Pidgeot might be our first Pokemon since Ledyba that gets through. And here, I don't know, do we even need a berry to beat this first Spearow? We're gonna outspeed because we have Quick Attack. I think we outspeed anyway. Oh, yeah, I think we're fine here. So let's just throw some sand in its eyes and then go into our Quick Attacks here. And he misses, nice. And we've basically just guaranteed a nice little win. Perfect. So now we can just slam a potion on. And I say, what the heck? Who needs a berry here? Let's just beat up a couple of Pidgeys. See if it works or not. So here we go. I'm just going to go for Quick Attack. Does about half. That's a 2-hit KO there. Oh, look at this. Look at these Pidgeys just get completely wrecked by Pidgeot. Oh god. So here, let's just heal up. And I'll give the berry just to be safe. Not sure if I even need it though because of our sheer power. Let's see, Pidgeot's stats. We've got 36 HP, so that's great HP for this point. 22 attack, 24 speed. The 22 defense is pretty good. The special attack and special defense don't matter in this gym. So yeah, I think Pidgeot has a decent shot here to get through Falkner on minimum battles. It hasn't really seen any challenges so far. So here I'm gonna go Quick Attack, and Tackle basically means nothing. So we knock that one out in 3 hits. We level up to level 10. And here, we're going to outspeed for sure because we're using Quick Attack. And it's just a 3-hit KO. We didn't even have to use the berry. Pidgeot completely destroyed Falkner there. So there we go. Just like that, Pidgeot joins the winner's circle. So now the question is, can Noctowl match? Can it do the same thing or not? So here we've got 29 HP, 12 attack, 12 defense. The special attack and special defense don't matter, and we've only got 15 speed. So we will be outsped by the Spearow. So we're gonna have to try to knock it out with our pecs, but I think we should growl at it first. So let's give him the growls first so that we get less damage from him. Now we're going to use our berry. So it's all a matter of who can do more damage faster. Okay, we just managed to get through with 1 HP remaining. That does not bode well for Hoothoot. Hoothoot might be getting wrecked here. Let's save and let's check our stats here. So we have 36 HP, so once again, good HP. Even though we're at a lower level than Pidgeot. We have 18 speed, so we're not going to outspeed on the Pidgeotto. 15 attack, 15 defense. Those are the relevant stats. So let's just see how Falkner goes here. Maybe, just maybe, the fact that we have the whatchamacall is relevant. The berry. So here I'm gonna growl at him. Okay, he's doing 5 damage per hit. And we are not doing that much damage here. So that very likely comes down to crits. I think if we're gonna have a chance of getting through, it's probably about critical hits. Like, my god, Falkner, the level of luck that this guy is getting against me is ridiculous. Because we have times where we should have gotten through and we just don't. Like, plenty of attempts where we should have won and just didn't because he just decides to be a complete troll. Okay. Okay, we get a heal up to 23 HP here, but still need the crit here. We get the crit. Okay. And there we finally get through him. Come on, Falkner. You absolute jerk. So we got through, but man, that took forever. Forever. So Noctowl gets through, but I'm pretty sure that Hoothoot does not. We'll look at Hoothoot later on, but yeah, Noctowl finishes with 20 speed, 25 special defense, 21 special attack, 17 in both attack and defense. But it was bad. It was bad, but it does move on. So it does get to join the winners list. Noctowl jumping on the end there. But now I think Pidgeotto has a shot. And here, so here going into Falkner's gym, we've got 28 HP, Gust, Sand Attack, and Tackle, of course, and we've got 15 in Attack and Defense, 14 in our specials, but they don't really matter, 17 Speed, so we're going to be outsped here. We don't have Quick Attack, which kind of sucks, but that's why I think we just give a berry, though, and then we'll just use a Sand Attack and try to get through this. Let's see. Sorry, I don't like this song, so we're gonna skip it. Let's just see. So here we're going to Sand Attack that Spearow. And now let's go into the Gusts. Okay, we use our berry right here, but we've got him down to half health already. And yeah, we're getting through this fight. No problem. No problem at all. We level up to level 8. Perfect. So here I think we just give a berry here at the end and get into the Falkner fight. Our Pidgeotto has 33 HP. He's got 18 attack, 17 defense. The specials don't matter, and we've got 20 speed, so we should outspeed everything on his team. Thanks to those max DVs, even at level 8, we're already faster. And we will definitely be faster at level 9 than his Pidgeotto. So here I think we just go Gust on the Pidgey. I don't think there's any other strategy here. Okay. And now I'm going to Sand Attack once just to give myself a slight advantage here. And now go into the Gusts. He misses twice in a row, 3 times in a row. And we managed to knock him out without ever getting hit by his Pidgeotto. That was lucky. But Pidgeotto clearly, I mean, it's a 3-hit KO range there on the final Pokemon, so we definitely get through that just fine. So Pidgeotto joins the ranks, 38 HP, it's got 22 attack, 20 defense, 19 in both specials, and 24 in speed, but yeah, that was just fine. So Hoothoot, I don't think gets through just based on the Noctowl results, but Pidgey needs to have his day in the sun, basically. And we have made it to the gym. We're going to give a berry to be safe against the first trainer here. I think this is definitely the way to go. And let's see how Pidgey's doing here. 24 HP. We've got only 13 attack, 12 defense. That's not good. We've got 15 speed. The specials just don't matter in this gym. Oh man. Let's see if we can get through or not. I think we might have to go for some Sand Attack strats here. Peck does 8 damage there. So yeah, I think a couple of Sand Attacks is in order. Okay, we get 2 misses. Might need one more miss, but no, we got the critical hit, so we get through. Nice. Nice, nice. So Pidgey beats the first Spearow trainer. Pidgey going in with 29 HP. We got 16 attack, 15 defense, 18 speed, so we should outspeed the first Pidgey. We might even be able to outspeed Pidgeotto after we level up in this fight and get Gust. So let's just see. That is the question. Let's just see. So here I am going to Sand Attack turn 1 just in case. Might give us better ranges. Or wait, we've already got Gust. What am I doing? I want a Gust. Here, Gust. Yeah, there we go. So now we get to Pidgeotto. We're gonna also give this one the Sand Attack. And now we're in a speed tie, so I think the accuracy drop matters. He knocks me out there, but it was just because I didn't win the speed tie. So this is like we were dealing with Noctowl earlier, where we just needed like one more hit, or when we needed with Butterfree just to win some speed ties and get the confusion. But I think this is more consistent than that. So there we go. We get through that first Pokemon, no problem. We've leveled up. Here, just gonna give him another Sand Attack even. We need him to actually miss though. He doesn't miss. That's the problem. The accuracy strats aren't great here. We probably need 1 or 2 misses in this fight overall, I think. Oh man, when you can win, and when he should basically lose without a crit, he gets the crit. Basically every time. Okay, and here he just refuses to even miss. Thanks Falkner. Okay, we got a miss there, and we win the speed tie. So there we go, we finally get through, level up to level 11, but Pidgey joins the ranks of the Pokemon that are able to beat Falkner on minimum battles. As long as you have max DVs, it's not that big of a deal to get through, because you have Sand Attack. You know, if you didn't want to use his accuracy strats, you probably just need to gain 1 or 2 more levels, and you get through this just fine. But yeah, so Pidgey joins the ranks of first stage Pokemon that have gotten through, together with Totodile, Charmander, and Squirtle. And yeah, perfectly fine. So we've got just a couple Pokemon left to go in this one. Starting out with Raticate, we gotta get to the really furry ones here. So Raticate, so here I'm going to give a berry to Raticate just to be safe and save the game. And right here in the first section, our stats, we've got 24 HP, we've only got 14 defense, but 16 attack, 18 speed. The specials just don't matter, but we're going to also move first because of the fact that we have the quick attack. I don't think we ever want to go for Tail Whip here. So yeah, we're just going to hold down the A button and just quick attack on this Spearow. And okay, it's going to make us heal there, but it's no problem. We're getting through this 100% of the time because quick attack never misses. Okay, so now we can just give a berry. We're at level 8. We'll get to level 9 and even level 10 by the end of this fight here. But let's see how we do against Falkner himself. Oh, and rip, I should check my stats here. For you folks, for you fine folks. So we've got 29 HP, 20 attack, 17 defense, and 23 speed is the stats that actually matter. And it's time to fight this one. I think we just go quick attack the whole way. And just, you know, we'll probably have to heal midway through with the berry, but that's fine. This Pidgey's basically doing nothing, so we just knock it out. Cool. And now we're guaranteed to outspeed here, no matter what. But oh, he gets a critical hit with his Gust. But He doesn't get a second one, and we get through. Raticate, no problem. No problem at all to beat Falkner on minimum battles. That was an easy fight. So, Raticate joins the ranks of Max DV's minimum battles Pokemon. I shouldn't be saying 0 DV's. Max DV's minimum battles Pokemon. Might be kind of tough on 0 DV's, I will say that, but on Max DV's it gets through, ends with 22 attack, 18 defense, the specials don't really matter, and we've got 25 speed. Very good stuff indeed. So, next up, we need to test this against Furret. And I don't know Furret very well, I don't know what its moveset is. Off the top of my head, certainly, I do not know. What I do know is that I saw Squidgy do a run with this, and that Furret was good. Furret's stats are here. We're going to give it a berry first, now that we've made it to Falkner's gym. And we're looking at 28 HP, 16 attack, 14 defense, 17 speed. Those are the only stats that matter. We're not going to outspeed the Spearow here at the beginning, but I don't think it really matters. We've got the berry, so I'm going to go in first, and I'm just going to try to attack him. See if we can take him down reasonably fast. Okay. And even with no berry, that's easy. Okay. So that makes me fairly confident just going into this guy. I'm just going to heal and just try. Okay, there we heal up. And here, let's just give a berry to Furret. And we can save the game. And here we go into Falkner. 34 HP, 19 attack, 17 defense, 22 speed. So we already outspeed everything here. But let's just see how this goes. Falkner time. I think I'm going to set up Defense Curl here on the Pidgey. At least a few times. This way we can guarantee when we get to the Pidgeotto that we're not going to be taking very much damage at all. Or +4. Heck, we can just go +6 here, I think. Be fine. Now, Quick Attack. It's going to do more than enough damage to get us through here, I think. And now here we can just hold down the A button on Quick Attack. And look at Gus do basically nothing here. 3 damage per hit. No problem at all. It's not quite a 4-hit KO. 5-hit KO there. Probably a range, but yeah, we get through Falkner with no troubles whatsoever with Furret. So, Furret joins the victory list, the champions list. It's another Pokemon that is capable of beating Falkner on minimum battles. So, I like that. I like that very much. So, alright. We got through there with Furret. We got through there with Raticate. Now we just got to check their unevolved forms. So we're going to start off with the Rattata, I think. I think that's the way to go. And then we'll let Sentret finish us off for the day. You know, and then maybe Sentret shows Rattata up. Rattata, how do you say it? In the anime they say Rattata. If you listen to my dry bread, he says Rattata. Okay, so we're gonna give a berry, of course, to Rattata. And we've got 21 HP. We've got 13 attack, 11 defense. That 11 defense is probably troublesome. We've only got 15 speed here because we're at such a low level. If we gained 1 or 2 more levels, we might be in better shape, but this is minimum battles, guys. No extra levels. So let's just see if we can get through this Pidgeot or this Spearow trainer or not. So I'm going to Tail Whip on him. And here, let's see how much damage we end up doing. Oh, we did not do nearly enough damage. Okay, let's try just attacking because maybe it comes down to crits here. Like, that seems to be doing close to a quarter. But yeah, we need crits here to get through this. So yeah, no, it's one tail whip and then hoping for 2 crits, I think. Is the strategy. Not that it's gonna happen very often, but you know. Alright, so I think we have to pretty much eliminate Rattata because, well, I think that 1 tail whip plus 2 crits will get us through. Like, if it's 6.5% for 1 crit, and then we have another 6.5% chance, or 6.25 is it? But basically 6% times 6% is like 3.6%. Or wait, less than that, right? 0.06 times 0.06, I think it's 0.36%. That's ridiculous. We're not going for that. No way. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and just eliminate Rattata. I don't think it gets through. Not on anything reasonable. So instead, I'm going to move on to Sentret. One thing that we haven't tested is like struggle strats, but not going struggle strats here either, guys. Okay, so here let's just see how our Sentret looks. 22 HP, 12 attack, 11 defense, 9 speed. So we have really bad stats. We're going to take a lot of damage here. So I think defense curl is the key here. Okay. So Peck does 9 damage there. We get it down to 6 there by virtue of the fact that we defense curled, but yeah, he's doing way too much damage. So let's try this again. Let's see if a couple of defense curls makes a difference, and we missed the first tackle there, which was bad. Okay. He's doing 5 damage per hit here, but we're just not doing that much damage back. So I thought defense curl might be the play, but it looks like we're just not doing enough damage here. Like, this might be another one where, like, with crazy crit luck we could get through, but without crits, like a lot of crits, we probably just don't have a chance. And I think if we outsped, we'd really be in a good spot where we'd be like, okay, just 1 crit please, and then we win. But here, because we're outsped, we got the crit there, but we weren't able to knock it out. We would need 2 critical hits to get through this one, and 2 critical hits is a bit too much luck, I think, to sit here and grind for. So, on that basis, I am eliminating Sentret once again from the challenge. You know, it's just not really gonna happen. So, let's see where that leaves us. In the end, we were able to beat Falkner in today's episode with Pidgeotto. I know it kind of jumped to the middle of the pack there. I will take care of that. We beat him with Noctowl. We won with Ledian. We won with Butterfree. We won with Pidgeotto. We won with Pidgey. And then Raticate and Furret both move on. Unfortunately, Sentret just seems to not have enough attack power to get through. Rattata seems to not have enough HP and defense to get through the first Birdkeeper there in Falkner's gym. We know that the unevolved Kanto bugs just don't get through. And Hoothoot probably doesn't get through because Noctowl was so terribly close there. Getting through the Falkner's gym. I don't know, we may as well test it, but I'll do that next time. Ledyba doesn't get through because Ledian was just so terrible that I don't think Ledyba gets through. And Spinarak and Ariados are just completely outclassed here, completely destroyed. So far, we have gotten through with, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 Pokemon. 19 Pokemon have managed to beat Falkner. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 Pokemon have failed to get through Falkner. So we are looking at a situation where we're batting very close to 50-50 through these early game Pokemon. Now, we do need to figure out what we're going to look at next time. So let's go ahead and get a window capture here. And I'm going to just check. Let's start with the Gen 1 decks here. So we have completed up to Raticate. So next we have Spearow and Fearow. So just looking at what we could do in Pokemon from Gen 1, we'll take about 8 Pokemon from here. So Spearow, Fearow, Ekans, Arbok, Pikachu, and Sandshrew. These lines are going to be up next for the next episode, episode 3. And if we search for the Gen 2 Pokedex, Gen 2 Pokedex gives us some kind of interesting situations because up next is actually Crobat. And that makes me feel like we should do Zubat and Golbat just so that we get them in with their fully evolved line, Crobat. Then we've got Chinchou and Lantern. So that's what? We're basically adding 3 here to our 8, so we're up to 11, 12, 13. And then we've got the baby Pokemon, so Pichu will come in right there. That will be our 14th Pokemon. And then again, if we're going to do Cleffa and Igglybuff, we should basically do Clefairy, Clefable, and Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff. So I might just cut off at Pichu there for Gen 2 next time. And we'll mostly focus on the Gen 1 Pokemon. That will give us, what, 12, 13, 14 Pokemon for the next episode. And then we can get into the Clefairy, Clefable lines from the next episode. So let's try that next time. And tell me which ones of these Pokemon you think will get through. Like, I think Crobat is actually honestly pretty good and will probably do fine. I think that the Pikachu line will do pretty well as well. I don't really know the Lantern stuff too well, but they are water electric types, so if they have an electric move, they should be fine. And if instead we go for what we saw in Gen 1, just my predictions, I think that based on what we've seen, Fearow is definitely going to do great. Spearow will probably also do just fine. Ekans Arbok could be very interesting, especially because Rap is nerfed in this gen. I don't know what they start out with here. The Pikachu line I think will be good, and the Sandshrew line is pretty tough. Good defense and good attack, so I think these will be kind of interesting Pokemon to run, but that's for next time. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one. Later.